Share so we can start. In a few seconds, we will start. Share so we can start. God bless. Hello to everyone. Share so we can start. God bless everybody. God bless everybody that is watching. How's everybody doing? Wow. Happy Sunday to everybody. I'm Oscar Blue for Border Network News and America's Voice News. God bless everybody that is watching. God bless my country of Mexico, my city of Tijuana, and also God bless the United States of America. Let's thank God for giving us 2 legs, 2 arms, a mind that we can think, and a heart that we can feel, and eyes that we can see. God bless every single one of you. And this Sunday, Super Chat is on the bottom for people that want to donate and contribute to my work. If you think this video it is informative, Super Chat is on the bottom for people that want to donate and contribute to my work. God bless. What a show we got today, people. Holy cow. Now, we're going to talk about the new immigration, how everything goes step by step, and I will end how this projected new wannabe president, Joe Biden, how he is for the globalist agenda. We are going to be explaining specifically how he said, I will help to create a better, prosperous Central America. Not only that, he is telling everybody that he's going to create a better pathway for migrants to migrate from Central America, South America, all the way to the United States of America. And I did a video about an activist by the name of Luis Villagran. This activist saying there's more than 40,000 migrants from Honduras, Guatemala, and El Salvador that they're waiting to migrate to the north when Joe Biden goes into office, if he goes into office. They are waiting. And it is a massive exile of more than 40,000 people. 3 people from the consulates of Guatemala, El Salvador, and Honduras got together with the Immigration General Taboada, and also a representative from the United States of America. All of them got together to discuss the immigrational factor that is about to occur in this incoming year of 2021. I'm going to go subject by subject, detail by detail, how television programs, how mainstream media programs from China, how they are involved now pushing this immigration agenda. Communism is going to the United States in a fast force that you guys don't even imagine. They're already doing sequels, programs. They're already doing documentaries talking about immigration, and all of it is paid by these Chinese communist parties. It is amazing. And they're doing it in front of every single one of us in our faces. They're trying to open up the borders, and they are going to do it if we don't communicate and we don't expose. Now, after that, I'm going to touch another subject that is Black Lives Matter. I really want to touch that subject. But before that, I want to put this on the screen first. Look at this. This is the state that has mostly been affected by these gigantic caravans, that is Arizona. Arizona is one of the states that has been completely affected by this influx of migrants, trafficking of children, trafficking of women, sex trafficking, and all of that stuff. Fox 10 in Arizona released a statement saying this, and I will read it. It says, Arizona migrant border deaths on track for record or amid extreme heat. Now, this is a reality. People are dying, migrating through seas, through jungles, through deserts, through mountains. It is a reality. Why the United Nations is pushing this migration narrative when they know that the Globalist Compact of Immigration, it is a broken system. It is a broken system that is only putting migrants at danger. Amazingly, they keep pushing it and they keep pushing it. And it is because of all of this narrative, they come organizations. You know, this document or statement that it was released by Fox News, it was released. There's no doubt in my mind that high temperatures had a lot to do with it. This regarding that there were among 214 confirmed or suspected migrants whose deaths the Arizona border were documented from January to November on the humane nonprofit Humane Borders, documented by Human Borders. These are nonprofit organizations, and it's exactly as I have been documented by Pueblos Sin Fronteras, Ángeles Sin Fronteras. No more deaths. Human Borders, Caravan Support Network, Border Support Network, that these nonprofits, they help the migrants, the suffering, the victimization. And thank you so much, Shonda Henley. Thank you for your visual information. God bless you. God bless you too. Super Chat is on the bottom for people that want to donate and contribute to my work. Thank you for your $10 contribution. Now, let us go back to this. And after that, let's go to the organization that is promoting this, that is Humane Borders. There you see the info. There you see the telephone numbers. There you see where they are explaining right now what is happening in their mountains. And the Human Borders regrets. This is this is in their page. It says Human Border regrets. Due to COVID-19, we are not able to welcome volunteers at this time, and we are not holding our regular scheduled Wednesday meetings. As the situation improves, we will reevaluate our policy. Stay safe, and please check back with updates. Now, I want to talk to you guys about something. This is a reality. All of these organizations, they are by the United States of America. They're not from Mexico. They're not from Nicaragua, Bolivia, Venezuela. They are from the United States. It is like Abraham Lincoln said, if the United States gets destroyed, it's going to be destroyed by within. Not by outsiders, by within. Share this video so we can get more people in the live feed. God bless you all. So let's go a little bit more into what they're saying. And says, who are we and what do we do? This is Human Borders. It's motivated by faith and the universal need for kindness. Maintains a system of water stations in the Sonoran Desert and routes used by migrants, making the perilous journey here on foot. Our primary mission is to save desperate people from a horrible death by dehydration and exposure, and to create just a humane environment in the borderlands. We locate our water and stations government privately owned land with permission of landowners. Founded in the summer of 2000. Now look at this. These are the organizations that they are perpetuously putting water on deserts. This has been exposed by a lot of these great people that they have been exposing the Arizona desert, that I have said hi to, a lot of them. And a lot of them have been, doing some enormous exposure of, children clothing in the desert, of women clothing, or clothing, when they are practically signalizing that they have been raped, all of this stuff. But these are the organizations from the United States of America that they are continuously pushing for migrants to come to the desert. Why are you putting water in the desert? If migrants are really necessary, look, migrating if it is a necessity, okay. Everybody has the right to migrate. I have said that. I am for legal migration. Illegal migration is out of necessity. Where comes the necessity? Out of poverty. Where is the poverty? It is located on your city, on your country. What is your country doing about it to end the poverty? Nothing. If your country is not doing anything to end the poverty, that means that there's a lot of corruption in your country, that is where it needs to be end. That's why we need to fight for our country. We need to fight for our rights. We need to fight for a better economy, better security, to equality. Not to migrate and expose ourselves in danger. And think that Mexico is a third world secure country when it's not. Mexico is number 1 for cartel activity, number 2 for child trafficking, number 2 for killings of women, number 4 for clandestine, number 4 for human smuggling, and number 5 for clandestine barons. For God's sake, where are you going to think that Mexico is a safe country to migrate? And then you go and you look at this. Over 3,000, they have died in the Arizona desert since January 1999. I can tell you, I can go right now to the Tijuana border in the wall, and there's a lot of crosses right there. It's a suffering for all these migrants to put them on a journey that is horrible and make them believe that they are going to get the political asylum. You're going to get the refugee asylum. It's going to be easy. Migrate at a mass quantity. Migrate at a massive people, a quantity. Migrate now. Migrate now. I'll catch you over here. I'm waiting for you over here. I'm over here with a nonprofit to give you all legal advice for you to migrate, for you to break the system, cheat on a loophole, create a fake marriage, do whatever it takes. But I will get you safe to whatever place it goes. Nobody has teach and thought all these liberal organizations and all these liberal people that we need to push for a new immigration system. We need to push that. That is the number 1 factor within we need to do. And this is immigration reform, to be exact. And this is what explains the areas where they are in Arizona so dangerously dying a lot of people. Look at this map, for God's sake. Look at this. The corruption that exists in Arizona regarding immigration, it is horrendous. There's a lot of human smuggling, a lot of child trafficking. More than 72,000 children have been trafficked in the administration of Trump, have been rescued in the administration of Trump. Unaccompanied minors and registered since 2018 till now, more than 34,000 have been registered in the south door of Mexico. We don't know the number, more than 70-some thousand in the borders of the United States of America. But we are continuing to think that this is okay, that these nonprofit organizations, they're doing things right. And these are all the counties that this human border organization is putting out. I will tell you something right now that you guys are going to be amazed. You guys are going to be completely amazed of what I'm going to show. They're doing documentaries right now. And as everybody knows, The political party of the Communist Party of China, it is completely dominating right now the world. It is making the world kneel, and it's making the world bow. And it's making us to understand and to also digest that we are now for the new change, the new world order, as the new communist system. Why in the hell is a Chinese company sponsoring this? Why? I will put it on the screen. Hold on. Why is it sponsoring this? Salva Vision. Salva Vision, it is a broadcasting media. And this, Deserted, a film by Jason Mutlach. This film, Deserted, by Jason Mutlach, basically explains of all the travesties that they're going through. And oh my God, all the atrocities. But if you talk about which are the countries since the caravan started, that they're going through much violence and much delinquents. Tijuana, for the second year in a row, it is the most dangerous city in the planet. Do you see caravans from Tijuana citizens forming to exile and to push and to jump to the particular wall consistently? San Pedro Sula is the number 24 of violence and delinquents. Guatemala is on number 26, and El Salvador is on number 17. Give me the logic on that. Now, let me give you this. This is amazing, and I will pause right here. This is the Deserted film done by Jason Mutlach, and it is says Salvavision. This is what Salvavision does. Helps refugees, migrants, and asylum seekers that they navigate to the global migration crisis by providing aid, resources, while building stronger communities in Arizona and abroad. This is going on in the United States of America. These are organizations that they're going on in the United States of America. Now, I want to tell you something about this broadcasting company and what they're doing. Look at this amazing video I'm about to show. This is unbelievable what you're about to see. And I will pause immediately at this particular part. This is the documentary that is being paid by a Chinese organization. Why China is involved now in migration is real easy, people. Remember, George Soros said that the number one system and the system that needs to be followed around the world is a communist system by China. China, it is going to be, if nobody stops this political party of Communist Party of China, is going to be the top embodiment, the pyramid of the New World Order and the leader right now. In this, I will pause when I see this. Look at this video. Let me just put this video on play so you guys can see it.
This is CGTN, China Global Television Network.
Wait a second. Hold on a minute. What the hell is going on? First of all, Salvavision, I just put something right there on the screen. I put something on the screen that what Salvavision does. Salvavision helps refugees, helps migrants, helps all of this. But who's paying for these documentaries? Look at that! Holy smokes! Oh my God! Holy smokes, people! Who's paying for these documentaries? the China Global Television Network. Let me drink a little bit of water. When you guys digest this. That's great. Oh my God. Ocean spray. Cranberry juice. This is unbelievable. Now, I want you to hear. I'm going to let just 1 minute roll of this video. And it shows I was right there at the day that they try to bum rush the border of Tijuana. And the pampering that they're using, it is amazing. But they don't talk about the enormous violence, trafficking of children, trafficking of organs, trafficking of drugs that these caravans are bringing. The pampering that they're using, it is amazing. And I will put this video. Look at this.
This week on Big Story, an immigration tragedy playing out on the United States southern border.
They have nowhere to go but to come north. There's no other explanation why someone would walk for thousands of miles in search of, it's not just a better life, it's to be able to live, not to be killed.
Escape.
That's my city, by the way. That's my city, by the way. I was at this particular moment. I remember clearly this moment. I remember clearly who provoked all of these things to happen. And there were a lot of activists. There were artists from Hollywood here. This was a provocation. I remember this day that they try to enter and bum rush our border. But the most important thing about this is what I just showed you right now. What I just showed you. You guys, by this scene, it is almost a 54-minute documentary. I will play it just a few minutes.
Violence in their countries of origin.
It was a war.
And I will play it again. As you guys just seen right now. You guys just seen this. Super chat is on the bottom for people who want to donate and contribute to my work. God bless. Salva Visión, a company. A company that is all these nonprofit organizations, all these lawyers that they're working unlawfully in our country of Mexico, they're liberals. Is the plain left that is motivating this to happen. And now we got a speculated caravan that is coming on the 10th and the 15th and the 20th. And it is a massive caravan. It is a massive exile that is about to happen. Look at this. I will play it again for you guys to understand. These kind of documentaries pampering to the, oh my God, they're suffering. Oh my God, the suffering of people. Oh my God, it is paid by who? Who?
This is CGTN, China Global Television Network.
Ah, he just said it right there. Holy cow. Whew. Oh my God. Holy cow. Is there a link to this video? I will share it. God bless you, Ms. Geraldine Nosey. God bless you. I will say hi to all the members that they're joining in. God bless you all. You can become a member in my channel to receive exclusive videos. God bless you all. We'll do a video later on this afternoon. This, people, is the most amazing thing. China Global Television Network. Who's pushing this narrative? Who's pushing it? And I have shown videos. I have shown so many videos about these kind of liberals in the understanding that they have. The complete, the logic that they're pushing. And this is their logic. I will show a video right now of their logic. This is the logic of one of the activists. And I have shown this video so many times, but I want you to understand, this is me not confronting, because he immediately came over and he didn't like that I was approaching one of the ACLU lawyers. This is their idea. This is the people that they're pushing these kind of organizations. These are the people that they want the New World Order, that they want this communist agenda, that they want, the open border agenda, to cheapen the American dream, to cheap also the Mexican dream, because now to go to Mexico from all these people, it is a dream also. It is not only to go to the United States of America, but it's also a dream. Now, for all these people, Mexico has more than 60 million in poverty, 28 million in critical condition, and 68 million without medical care. And it has 5 cities on the top 5 for violence and delinquents. Mexico, the country, is suffering right now by this pandemic and the economic collapse. And all of this collapsing of the economy going around the world. But particularly Mexico is the country that has suffered more on deaths, on doctors and on nurses. Now, hear this out. I will play the video again for the 70 trillionth time of how these people think.
Rush our border. I've been watching, and I have documentation about lawyers making fake marriages and fake families. That is unfortunate. Yes, I have documentation for that.
So nobody should ever make a fake document
Yes,
to try
I have.
and avoid. Listen, this is my question to you.
Yes,
This is my question to you.
Yes, go ahead.
Should someone forge a marriage document if it means that you're escaping sexual assault, violence, and extreme poverty to help save your own life and your family? If your family was being jeopardized with extreme violence and your life was threatened, would you be
That's
willing
violating the law, man.
I know. I'm asking you a question.
Yes,
though.
no.
So if there were people who were trying to kill you, and you thought personally, I'm asking your opinion.
Yes.
Totally hypothetical
On a
scenario.
daily basis in my city, people are dying.
To kill you with guns. I don't know who they are.
Okay.
And maybe you don't either.
Okay.
And you think that possibly by forging a marriage document that says you and this other person are married, that can get you away from the violence. You wouldn't do that.
No. What an example.
What would your other option be?
Claim the asylum directly into the right place, through the right door, and ask for help. But not yes. But I have documentation for everybody not to get mad. We're having a conversation, right?
Yeah, we're having.
We're not getting mad.
No one's upset.
Okay. I have documentation of lawyers making fake marriages. I have documentation of people making fake families. That's 7,946 were the unaccompanied children from Central America and the borders in the month of February. 8,916 in the month of March.
So what are you saying? What are those numbers? 8,000 what?
They're being trafficked. They're being used and they're being rented.
8,000 what? I didn't follow that.
900 is. I've been doing this coverage for 8 months.
Yeah.
I've been watching how they try to rush our border.
Now, this is amazing. Conservative Black Little T says, why don't you tell the people the names of these documentaries? I'm sorry. I did not know that I had the obligation and that I need to tell the people which documentaries are. And if I don't tell the people, I'm doing the wrong job. I apologize for that. I apologize. My job is to inform. I will share the link in my page later on if you want to. And I explain which is the documentary. I believe that everybody saw the page, right? Salvavision. And I said Deserted, a film by Jason Mutlack, something like that. Didn't I say that? So this is the logic of these people. This is the logic of these kind of individuals. Amazing, huh? Amazing how their logic, it is not incorrect, but I will tell you something. It is the hell wrong. And let me show you another one. I have shown this so many times, and I like to show them. Why? Because it is amazing what they are doing. Consistently, I will show it. Consistently, I will show it. This is another one. Right here. Let me play this one. And I will let it play. You guys have seen this one so many times. But I'm pushing this because this is what they're going to try to do now if Joe Biden gets elected. Look at this.
Bueno, sé que usted está con la prensa y está haciendo su trabajo, pero aquí es un lugar muy delicado y para muchas personas es muy peligroso que sean
¿Ciudadana de Estados Unidos?
Sí.
Soy ciudadano de México.
Sí,
Es un lugar público y
sí,
la verdad
sí.
puedo grabar.
Sí, así,
Discúlpame,
pero
señorita.
es que hemos tenido casos en que personas han, sus
¿Te puedo hacer una entrevista? Rápido.
No,
Why not? When you don't want an interview?
I'm from the U.S., yeah.
So you're working with which organization?
Al otro lado.
Otro lado?
Have you heard of us?
Yes, I heard of you guys. Come on. You guys are doing some bad stuff over here. Yes.
We're giving people
No, you're
legal
not.
information.
You just made a fake marriage and I have proof of it. I have proof of it, of that fake marriage. I have proof of that fake marriage.
It's not a fake marriage. It was a ceremony.
Yeah.
And we've stopped doing that.
Hold on a minute. Caught in the act. It's not a fake marriage, it's a ceremony, and we stopped doing that. Thanks so much. I'm about to pack my things and I'm about to go. It's been a good day, people. They stopped doing it. Let's go. It was a ceremony. There's no problem. Let's stop doing it. Let's go. They were doing ceremonies before they looked like marriages and they were fake, but they stopped doing it. How many years they've been doing it? It was just one. That's what they're saying. Let's go. That's it. Call it a night. All these people, all of these situations that I have shown you right now, all of this, it is what is occurring right now. Not only that, people, not only that, but I will show you something right now. That is, what I just showed the documentary about these people, what is going to happen, and who's paying for this documentary. That is more amazing about it. Who's paying for this documentary? And this is what is about to happen. And I knew that this was coming. We knew that this was going to come. And why we knew that this was going to come? Because it is inevitable. This is a tweet by the president of Mexico, Andrés Manuel López Obrador. This is a tweet, and where am I? Right here. Let's go. This is a tweet by the president of Mexico, Andrés Manuel López Obrador. Right here. If you guys go into my page on YouTube or on Facebook, wherever you want to like, you guys have seen how they are right now planning another caravan to come. And in this tweet, as you guys heard, you guys heard 2 weeks before the election, Joe Biden said to the public this, he said to the public this, I will try to create a better pathway for the migrants that they're migrating from Central America so they can get safely into the borders of the United States of America. That's what they said. And this activist from Mexico that lives in Central America and helps the people from Central America. Thanks so much, Janice Nodine. Thanks so much for your $5 contribution. Super chat is on the bottom, people. He said that more than 40,000 people are exiling Honduras because of the floods. Now another thing comes up. Remember the globalist compact of immigration that I talk about every single time, people? The Globalist Compact of Immigration was signed by Barack Obama and at that particular time, the Vice President Joe Biden. And it was also signed at that particular time by the other president, Enrique Peña Nieto of Mexico. The first caravan of Tijuana that landed over here was more than 15,000 people from Haiti. All of them over here. And Joe Biden and Barack Obama had it ready for Hillary Clinton to sign it. But who entered the presidency? Donald Trump. And he didn't sign it. But Trudeau signed it. And the Mexican president, Andrés Manuel López Obrador, who is a communist and is trying to play the card of everybody that he's against the care, that he's going to protect Mexicans, that he's going to help the people. No. He's a communist. And he re-signed the Globalist Compact of Immigration. And now, first it was poverty. Then it was the suffering for the caravans. Then it was the necessity for the economy. Then it was the massive assassinations of women. Then it was the trafficking of children and the missing children and the kidnappings. And what now? Now it's the weather, right? Because now, because of floods, now people are going to start to migrate. And who is going to fix this about the weather? I love how these globalists think. They think that we are so stupid. Remember Xi Jinping, the president of China, that he made this great statement saying, we are going to be the only country in the world that is going to be pushing for a better programs for the global environment and climate change. Right? So now climate changers and also globalists for the environment are going to start going to Honduras. And guess what? Global Compact, it's coming on November of 2021 in China. They're gonna host it in China. Do you know what Globalist Compact is going to come? The Globalist Compact of the environment. And guess what Globalist Compact is going to come on 2021 on May, that it was supposed to come on 2020 on May, but got rescheduled because of the pandemic. Guess which Globalist Compact? The Globalist Compact of Education, given out by the Vatican and the most globalist person, that is the Pope. And now they are throwing this humongous rock in the face of the American people. And what is it? This is coming. This tweet was released by Andrés Manuel López Obrador after congratulating Joe Biden. And he said, from the historic place in Valladolid, Yucatán, that is one of the most beautiful places in Mexico. It's a beautiful place, Valladolid, Yucatán. I have talked to, in the phone, with the president-elect of the United States of America, Joseph Biden. And we reaffirm the compromise to work between our land and our nations. And there is another tweet. This is from the Frontier Post. And it says, Biden to set a new approach to migration issues in collaboration with Mexican President López Obrador. The document says this: U.S. President-elect Joe Biden and Mexico's President Andrés Manuel López Obrador agreed in a call on Saturday to work on a new approach to regional migration issues in Central America, according to the statements of Biden's office. The two leaders in a phone call discussed working that offers and alternatives to undertaking the dangerous journey to the United States, as a summary to the call provided by Joe Biden's team. Y los de Sonora lo saben, lo saben. Los de Tamaulipas, lo saben, lo saben. Es la boa. My God, people. Horrible. Didn't I and my partner, Real Anthony Agüero, and also Ben Berqua, and myself, didn't I and didn't we have been telling you guys this? Didn't we told you this, that this was going to happen? Didn't we told you this? As soon as Donald Trump leaves office, if he leaves office, and if this wacko of Joe Biden comes into office, he is going to sign the globalist compact of immigration. He is going to sign it. And amazingly, what is happening right now? The first thing that he is going to do, if he gets into office, he's going to sign all these globalist compacts of immigration. Don't get into your feelings. People are saying Donald Trump is still the president. I know he's still the president. He's not leaving office. I know that we want him to win. We want him to stay. But this is what is going on right now. And if you're getting your feelings hurt, this is not a platform for your feelings to get hurt or to not get hurt. This is the truth right here with facts in your face, whether you like it or not. This is actually happening. And this is organizations from the United States of America. Since I started talking, these are organizations from the United States of America that they are trying to destroy the sovereign nations, the borders. Open border mafias is what is happening. I told you guys since 2018, I believe so. I told you guys this. They're putting leftist governors in Mexico on every side of the border that connects to the United States of America. Why? Because they are trying to dominate that. They are trying to dominate the borders, to have them ready. California, Gavin Newsom, Democrat. In Arizona, Democrats. In Juarez and El Paso, Democrat. In Laredo, Democrat. All Democrat in all the borders. All the Democrat Congress, all the Democrat mayors, all the Democrat governors on the side of the borders, clearly understanding that they need this migration issue to open up the borders, to flood the borders, and to create an open border agenda. This is what is going to happen to the United States if this wacko of Joe Biden does not get stopped by the American United States citizens of signing the globalist compact of immigration. Amazing, huh? How these documentaries that they are doing right now, that they are being pushed by China. Amazing how they're pampering to separation of families. When the administration of Obama, they lost more than 90,000 kids in 2014, and they were the ones that built the cages on 2015. But they never used them. Who used them was Trump. Why they were building cages in 2015. The president that deported more Mexicans and more racist to the Mexican community and people is Barack Obama. He deported more Mexicans. It is because of the enormous influx that it was happening. And we were deporting because we oh my God, we were flooded. I understand all your leftists crying and your pampering. Over here in my country of Mexico, there's no harassing me. You're stalking me. Oh my God, I can't take it anymore. Oh my God, it's my body, it's my right. Over here, it does not exist. All you people that live in the United States of America, and you Democrats, leftist liberals, they don't live over here in my city. They don't know what we are going through and what we go through with this enormous influx of migrants. Incredible, huh? Now, this, people, is one of the things that I wanted to talk to you guys about. How it is sad. How it is sad that all these kind of things, nobody in the world, and nobody is showing right now what the hell is going on with the globalist compact of immigration. Nobody's showing that right now. Nobody. And that is a humongous thing that why they are not talking about, and we have said this. Why do you talk about the United Nations Globalist Compact? Why don't you talk about it? Why you keep insisting on this? I'm not talking about it when it's a global issue. And when China is provoking this. You know what they're not talking about it? They are being used as cattle. It's amazing how every single organization, these leftist liberal organizations, progressive leftist liberal organizations, how they use people, how they use them. Do you know who got used also? You want me to tell you who is completely embarrassed right now and who got used? And we knew that this was going to happen, but you know who got used also? Question mark. Right here. I'll tell you who. Right there. Right there. And Black Lives Matter. Black Lives Matter. Defund the police. Defund the police. No borders, no walls, no USA at all. Let's riot, let's loot because of the enormous injustice of oppression of police and police brutality. The white supremacy that is going on in the United States that is provoked by Trump. The American imperialism that is going on right now in the US that is provoked by Trump. The white systematic racism that is provoked by Trump. Push it, burn, loot, push it, burn, loot. Then the election comes. Stopped. Miracle has stopped. Nobody is talking about it. Nobody is saying anything about it. The election came, and nobody has talked about it. It stopped. Everything has completely stopped. The police brutality is over. The police oppression is done. Everything that was occurring as an abuse of power towards Black Americans, it's done. It all stood quiet. Mail-in ballots pouring in. Corruption in Minnesota, corruption in Michigan, corruption in Pennsylvania, corruption in Arizona, corruption in California, corruption all over the place with mail-in ballots. Black Lives Matter waiting. No, don't worry. He's going to come to us. We helped to divide the country. Remember what I said about Karl Marx. Karl Marx says the only way to divide the country is to create chaos, and to have the control of the state is to confront. One follower the other day, I don't know if it was a follower or not, told me the other day on a comment, says, the question is, why are you reading Karl Marx? Question mark. My God, I said, like, what? That's the stupidest question. To know what your enemy is doing, you have to read, you have to acknowledge, you have to study your enemy. To know what the enemy wants to do to you and wants to harm you, wants to change your life, and wants to take away your rights, you need to read and understand what they're doing. The book, The Art of War, I advise you to read it. Karl Marx, one of the ways to divide the country is to confront. Black Lives Matter was made in the perfect moment, strategically, everything happened. And now, this post is from Black Lives Matter's tweet. It has been 32 days since we requested a meeting with Joe Biden and Kamala Harris. We heard no response. And then the tweet goes, on the night of Biden-Harris victory, Black Lives Matter sent a letter requesting a meeting. Joe Biden and Kamala Harris, as Representative Cedric Richmond, met with several civil rights groups yesterday. We weren't invited. Black life cannot wait. Creating thriving conditions for Black communities in the 21st century cannot be put on pause. As the organization leading the largest global social justice movement, we demand a seat at the table. To ignore us and the 64,000 of you who have signed our petition is to ignore our generation's most pressing demands for transformative justice. You remember that guy on the liquor store of The Simpsons? You remember that guy on the liquor store of The Simpsons? You remember him? What he used to say? Thank you, come again. Yo, to all the activists of Black Lives Matter, thank you, come again. That's it. They use you. They use you. How you doing, troll? The one that's saying blah, blah, blah. How you doing? They use you. And also, look at this post. This was on the Fox News. Thank you, come again. On Fox News. For God's sake, on Fox News. There's hope. Biden won't meet with Black Lives Matter. Black voters give to this country and deserve a voice in the decision-making process of this future administration. Black Lives Matter, Fox News. Biden doesn't want to listen. What's going on? What happened? What happened to the police brutality? What happened to the abuse of power? What happened to all of this that is going on in your country? It disappeared. It's done. This is what we called in the streets. You got played. And this was inevitable to happen. This was going to happen. This eventually was going to happen. These globalist organizations, Marxist, leftist organizations, they are used to create chaos and to divide a country. They are not used to be put on a government scale to lead a country. You got to be kidding me with that. If you guys think that they're going to put you guys on that particular stepping stone on the government of the United States of America, you got to be kidding me with that. Keep dreaming, because it's not going to happen. And if they're going to put somebody, they're going to put it right there just to make to everybody look that he's there. But in times to come to decisions on who takes the decisions, if these wacko of Joe Biden goes into office, it's not even going to be him. It's not even going to be Joe Biden who's going to take the decisions of the country. It's going to be the Communist Party of China, Xi Jinping, the globalist organizations, the New World Order, the United Nations, the World Health Organization, the elite. They're going to tell this puppet, you need to do this, you need to do that. Do you guys think that all these globalist New World Order organizations, they've been waiting for this moment to attack the most capitalist country in the world, that is the United States. And do you guys think that at the moment that they almost accomplish something, do you think that they're gonna let you in? You guys thought that you guys was going to have a little part of the sandwich, huh? Just a little bite. Just give me a little bite. Thank you. Come again. That's it. You got used. Like every single organization of activism that creates radicalism, and in the countries that they try to bring communism, like the radical leftists in Venezuela, they got used. And nobody put attention to them. Like in Nicaragua, like the movement in Cuba, like the leftists in Mexico, they got played. And it is exactly the same strategy that they used on you. And if they put somebody on a pedestal, on the government, on Congress, and on the Senate, it's only going to be a smokescreen to make everybody believe, oh, yes, we got it. Oh, they put a Black Lives Matter guy over there. Or a woman, oh, it's my body, it's my right. Oh, my God, yeah. But in terms to decisions, to the country, not even this bozo is going to take them. Guys believe that all these globalists, all these elite, they've been waiting all their life. All their life. They've been waiting all their life to enter to the United States of America and try to change it. You think they're going to put a Black Lives Matter person or people in there? But no, you believe it. You even ask for help to Antifa, a globalist organization managed by their buddy, George Soros. Hey, George, can you help us out to just create a collapse in the United States? Let's hire Antifa and all these progressive activists. You know what? Where you at, Black Lives Matter? I need help over here in Minnesota. I'm trying to burn all the city down. Bring it. I need help over here in Portland. Bring it. I need help over here in Michigan. Bring it. In Chicago. Bring it. In Texas. Bring it. And now all these organizations, when they realize that they are going to be pushed to the side, like the new Latinx, trying to take away our identity by putting an O and an A, describing a man and a woman, now putting an X. All these organizations, they're going to push to the side. Ice Cube, singer, producer, songwriter, rapper, just has been doing videos lately talking about politics. And I've been listening to the guy. The guy doesn't push to the left. He doesn't push to the right. He's in the middle. You know, all his life he has been against the police. But when you're hearing him, he is pushing for the Black community, for facts to be done, not promises, to give them a value now to the Black community, to give them a right, right? And he was supporting, in a way, Donald Trump. He said to an imbecile on CNN, Cuomo, he told him, the only administration that has been hearing the plan for Black community has been the administration of Trump. Biden hasn't even talked to me about it. What happened? Biden hasn't talked about it. Thank you. Come again. This people, again, it is going to happen in the United States of America. Again. And these leftist organizations, they are used only to divide a country. They're not used for a purpose to create a better prosperous life, to create a better communities and better societies and values, to change the ideology of humanity. They think that they are going to be used for that. But in the middle of all the problems, in the middle of everything, when they accomplish all these demonic, evil people, their goal, that it was to dominate a country, they're going to be pushed to the side. And that has been done. All these, right now, mainstream media going at it with Black Lives Matter and, asking and pushing the narrative to the president, not the president, my God, forgive me, to this projected, wannabe president, Joe Biden. All of this, they're going to push this guy to talk one day. Inevitable. It's going to happen. And when they push this guy to talk, they're going to replace somebody in Congress, or they're going to replace somebody in the Senate, or they're going to do something. They're going to put somebody as mayor, or they're going to put somebody as, county chairman, or whatever they want. They're going to put somebody of Black Lives Matter so they can just say, like, okay, calm down. I'll put somebody in there. Hombre, ya, hombre. Ahí te va, hombre. Ya deja estar fregando. Hombre, ya deja estar fregando y lo pongo, hombre. Stop with all this BS. I'll put somebody in there, man. But if I put somebody in there, you got to stop. Create a smokescreen just to make everybody believe. But all the things that you guys were doing, all your rioting and looting, all of the things that you were trying to accomplish, thank you, come again. Thank you, come again. Is out the window. How's everybody doing? God bless everybody that is watching. I'm Oscar Blue for Border Network News at America's Voice News. Super Chat is on the bottom for people that want to donate and contribute to my work. God bless you all. You can follow my page at Facebook as Oscar Blue. Also, you can subscribe to my channel right here at YouTube as Oscar Blue. And also, you can become a member in my channel at YouTube. Also, you can follow my partner, Real Anthony Agüero, at Facebook, YouTube, Parler, and Orbeez, and Twitter. Q&A for everybody in the audience right now. I will listen to a couple of questions, and I will read some comments that you guys are going to throw at me. So go ahead. Good evening to everybody. Sometimes the questions, there's a delay, and sometimes they don't get here as quick as possible. There's a first question right here. Is Ben Olmark is saying, what the migrant situation like at the border now, Oscar? Which border? If you're asking about my border in Tijuana, the situation is still, in terms of COVID, it's still, it's still essential and non-essential crossings, until next year possibly is going to happen. And in terms of the migrant situation at the border, we have, a lot of migrants right here that are waiting for the asylum and refugee gates. A lot. There's more than almost 10,000 migrants, apparently. They're waiting for the asylum and refugee gates. A lot of them, they have give up, and they're staying right here in Tijuana. They have their jobs. They're making their lives. But a lot of them, they're still like working and still waiting on the court date. The problem right here is the post-pandemic effect that I have been telling every single one of you. Are you guys prepared for the post-pandemic effect, the vaccine and all this stuff that is coming? But a lot of these people are not going to be eligible or, pay the vaccine in Mexico, because the vaccine in Mexico is not going to be free for everybody. So when this continues, a lot of people are going to get infected. It's going to be a bouncing ball from the United States to Tijuana, from San Diego to Tijuana. People that are infected over here, go over there, go over here, go over there, go over here, go over there. So it's going to be that effect. Another question right here. Miss Jan Erlinga. Miss Jan, God bless your heart. She asked a question, did Mexico and Canada close their borders to the U.S., Oscar? No, they have not. The borders are open, only for essential crossings. In my side of town, in Mexico, only for essential crossings. Only for essential crossings. That is, United States citizens, residents, people that have a work visa, and people that have a doctor's appointment or something like that, that is justifiable, and they can confirm with a doctor in the United States. Hope that I answered your question. One fill up. Oscar, you think if Biden is president, you think he will tear down the wall? No, I don't think that he's going to be able to do that. He's going to spend more money to bring that wall down. And I wanted to show you something. During the week, I will go to a certain particular part right here in Tijuana that they're still working on the wall. So the walls still continue to work. They're still continuing to build. They're still continuing with the building of the wall. So I want to just tell everybody, because everybody has been, asking me that particular question consistently. Oscar, are they going to tear down the wall? They're going to, not, take down the wall, and all the effort from us is going to go to the trash? No, it's not going to happen. It's going to be more expensive to take it down than to put it up. So it's not going to happen. Another question. Katie Louise, stop giving us your problems. America's going through enough. Wow. 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 Can I respond to that? Or should I let it go? Should I let it go, or can I respond to that? Stop giving us your problems. America's going through enough. First of all, educational for people on the other side. Thank you so much, Caddy Ratcliffe. Thank you so much for your $20 contribution. Thank you for keeping us informed, Oscar. I appreciate you very much from Mississippi. God bless you, heart. God bless your heart. I will answer you in the most delicate and sensitive way, because sometimes you get into your feelings, people like you. First of all, you're saying America is going through enough. Yes, I believe that America is going through enough, the continent of America. America is not the United States. The United States is named the United States of America. So next time that you address a question or you address the statement, just tell me the United States of America is going through enough. Because America is a continent, and I'm an American because I was born in the continent of America. Educational for you, just to start. Second of all, who's giving who the problem? With this immigration of influx of migrants, who is giving the problem? Who signed it first? Do you remember who signed it? Because I don't care if there's a Democrat or a Republican. That means that it's American, right? Your ex-president, Barack Obama, signed the Globalist Compact of Immigration with your current wannabe projected president, Joe Biden. They produced this influx of migrants, massive influx of migrants into my country. You're telling me that you got enough problems? When your president was part of this problem? And now Joe Biden is saying, I will help all the migrants from Central America. When are they going to go through? They're going to jump all the way to the United States? No, they're going to go through my country of Mexico. Who's giving the problems? Not only that, all these liberals and leftist Democrats and all these progressive people that are coming into my city of Tijuana, they're United States citizens. Americans, like you say, can you take them over there, please? Because they are giving me, what do you say? Stop giving us problems. Do you remember Fast and the Furious, created by your organization? Do you remember that? Who created that gun problem? Do you really want me to continue? Stop giving us problems. Who is creating the problems? It is not the country. It is not our countries. Lady, is this globalist people that they want the new world order. It is not a color. It is not a political party. It is a globalization system that is in your country. Stop giving me problems. Alexandra Ocasio, Rashida Tlaib. All these people want open borders. My borders, your borders. Stop giving me problems. It is a globalist problem. It's not a problem in the United States only. It is a globalist problem. Educate yourself. Yayita 1914 asks question, what do the Mexicans think about Biden? What's your opinion on regarding if Trump will be reelected? Whew. There's a narrative of a lot of people that they believe that Donald Trump is racist. And this was done when Donald Trump, the president, gave a statement that, Mexico is not sending their best, they're sending la, 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 la. Thanks so much to Michelle Almodova, $5 contribution. God bless your heart. Oscar, did you hear of that? The CIA director was arrested for treason. It was over the Dominion servers and 5 U.S. military soldiers were killed. I haven't heard that. If you send me an article, I will read it. Thank you so much. God bless your heart. Back to the question. And, this narrative pushed by fake news media, MSNBC, CNN, ABC, CBS News, Washington Post, Washington Times, the New York Post, New York Times, the leftist, progressive, the left around the world, pushing all this narrative media, all this narrative of racism. It caught the eye of every people in Mexico. And because of that, people started not liking Trump. Now, a lot of people have woken up and understood that, he's not racist at all. A lot of people are still for the Biden, agenda. Why? Because Biden wants open borders. So who doesn't over here want to go to the United States of America? And he's going to provoke this problem. Again, responding to the other person that says, stop giving us problems when Joe Biden is trying to open the borders, giving everybody problems. So, it's really confusing because sometimes you ask certain people, what do you think about Biden? And they say, you know what? I think that he's going to be better, because they don't know the history of Democrats. They don't know the history. They only know the history right now in these 4 years of Donald Trump. And a lot of people are saying, what do you think about Trump? And he said, well, he's defending his country. He's protecting his country. He's doing this, but he messed up in the COVID. He messed up in the pandemic. He should have done this. He should have done that. There's really, confusion. There's a lot of confusion, misinformation. And that is what mainstream media does. They misinform people so they can create confusion, and they can just have the control of the information manipulated into a point. So it's really difficult to understand that. And what is your opinion regarding if Trump gets reelected? Look, I have said this. I support the president of the United States of America 1,000,000%. I support Donald Trump. If he doesn't get reelected, a lot of these globalist problems are going to happen. And I just did a whole show showing you guys how Joe Biden is a globalist. And he is for the New World Order and the elite. He's not for the United States citizens. He's not for sovereign nations. He's not for, for the country. He is for a globalization. And this is going to be a humongous problem. Humongous problem. Huge problem that is going to change the laws of the United States of America, is going to change the perspective of the United States of America, is going to change everything. So It's not the question, what is your opinion regarding if Trump will be reelected, is that the United States needs to reelect this president. If not, my God, a lot of problems are going to come. And a lot of people dislike my opinion. A lot of people don't like my opinion. As I have told you guys, I'm a Mexican citizen. I love my neighbor, the United States of America, and absolutely, ultimately, I love my country. But I am, I'm not a Democrat nor a Republican. I support the president. I cannot be a Democrat or a Republican because I'm not a United States citizen, but I can talk about it because it's a global issue. Hope that I answered your question. Another question, if you guys want to ask. I will read right here. There's another question. There's a term right here that Yayita is using, and this is the correct term to use it. I am learning some, technicisms regarding mainstream media in the United States, and this is the correct technicism. Yayita is saying media is gaslighting. That is the correct, technicism. People that they don't do their own research, and that has correctly been said. Thanks so much for that. Jessica, thanks so much. God bless you. God bless you. Jessica Biaduri, $20 contribution. God bless your heart. Thank you so much. Super chat is on the bottom for people that want to donate and contribute to my work. Paula Jenkins, another question. When can we expect the next caravan? Thanks for all you do, Oscar. Thank you for being on my live feed. Apparently, they are coming on the 10th. There's one that they're trying to make on the 10th, another one on the 15th of January, and another one on the 20th of January. Why the 20th of January, and why are they making all these caravans? I've shown you a video. If you go back to my live feeds or to my videos on YouTube, there's a video of me talking about, this particular leader of the caravans called Luis Villagran. He's explaining how all the consulates from Central America with the head chief of immigration in Mexico, and also ultimately one representative of the United States of America getting together to talk about the enormous exile that is going to occur entering the year. This exile is being done because of the weather conditions in Honduras and because of the floods that have been occurring in Honduras. Now, 40,000 people they're talking about. Imagine that. But they are projecting an exile of this magnitude. I don't know if the 40,000 are going to come, in the same time. I don't think so. But, that's the expectation of entering 2021. One Philip, Oscar, you really think that Biden will have no fracking and destroy our oil industry? Ooh, they haven't talked about that. The OPEP, the Organization of Petroleum, before, it's kind of like a really, difficult subject. Why? Because Russia was not lowering down the prices of oil because they were, distributing to China and ultimately to Iran and all these leftist progressive countries. The United Arab Emirates, the leader of the OPEP, kicked out Russia, and immediately, the United States of America tried to have a relationship with Russia to start creating, a better familiar, friendship with the oil distribution. That did not happen. Also, they found another filter of oil in Brazil, so that completely clogged the prices up. And, a lot of countries, they were not lowering down the price of oil because of the pandemic. Now, that needs to be adjusted as soon as, the vaccine gets, distributed. All of it, this demonic pandemic, all of it has, a plan. It has a medieval Machiavellical plan. Now, when everything gets adjusted, the oil industry will get, normalized, but it's going to take a little while. It's going to take a lot of time. And particularly, it's going to take a lot of time because I don't know if Biden is capable of having international relations with United Arab Emirates, with these big, gigantic countries. Now, he is going to have a better relationship with Venezuela. The Venezuela is being fed oil by Iran. The only one that it was supplying Iran with oil was the only one that was supplying Venezuela with oil was Iran. And now that if he goes into presidency and if Joe Biden becomes the president, that he's a leftist, he also has been approached by Nicolás Maduro, a socialist dictator in Venezuela. And he has been approached to say, God, please help us that Joe Biden is the president, because he's going to take away the sanctions of our country, that is sanctions particularly not letting them in supplying oil and supplying all this kind of stuff. So it will completely open the relationship with leftist countries like Iran, like Iraq, like Venezuela, like China, like Russia. But the organization, the OPEP, let's see how they look at that. Why? Because the OPEP is against all of that, to reopen oil immediately like this, to get it back going like this. It has to be a gradual escalate. You cannot be escalating the prices back to normal, back to normal like it was. It had to create a better relationship. So this is the problem. This is why they created this. There's a lot of business behind this peaceful agreement between the United Arab Emirates, the United States of America, Bahrain, and also Israel. There's a lot of that is going on behind that. United Arab Emirates, it was the first one, and this year has been the first one to create a plant of energy, a global plant of energy that is amazing. And now that they created this great relationship with the United Arab Emirates, let's see if Joe Biden goes into office, how is he going to handle the relationship with the United Arab Emirates, that they are against, the ideology on how they want to manage Russia, the oil industry. So a lot of these people from the oil industry in the United States of America, they are against, a lot of these companies, they are against the relationship that is trying to create with Iran, with Russia, with China. This is going to create a distortion, and it's create more problems. They were panicking. The oil industry in the United States, they were panicking when they recently signed the TMEC treaty, that is the treaty between Canada, Mexico, and the United States. Mexican president, he was asked in a conference, what do you think if you got the possibility to give gasoline to Venezuela, will you help Venezuela? And Mexican president says, yes, I will help Venezuela. That immediately created an alarm that all the oil industries called Mike Pompeo and said, what the hell is going to happen? We are, sanctioning Venezuela to not receive oil. And this guy wants to give oil, and he's in an international treaty with us. So it is all about relations. It's all about relations. So let's see how this goes. First of all, I don't want to project this guy to become president, really. But if that happens, it's all about relations. Hope that I answer your question. Let me see another question. Let me see another question right here. Question. Thank you so much, Yayita. Thank you so much for your $10 contribution. Thank you so much. Questions, people. Another question before I go. God bless you all. How's everybody doing? I'm Oscar Blue for Border Network News and America's Voice News. God bless every single one of you. Thank you so much for joining. We have been doing a live feed for the past hour and 24 minutes. It has been an incredible live feed, I believe so. That really important information that we have been given about the new way of the new migration system, and also talking about Black Lives Matter. And I'm answering your questions right now, Q&A for people that want to ask a question. So thanks so much. Evan Skelly right here, a comment says, thank you, Oscar, for connecting so many topics together. Always learn from you. Thanks so much. Thank you so much. Natasha Mayer says, email address if it's available. My manager will answer you that question. Paula Jenkins says, expected arrival dates are interesting and may actually under martial law on the 10th. Oh, you guys are talking to each other. Another comment right here. Lanel Valenzuela. Thank you, brother. Much love. And many blessings. Many blessings to you. Kathy Ratcliffe. Where is the caravan located right now? And if they want to come to the U.S. or Mexico? Well, ultimately, they need to cross to Mexico first. So they're asking them for, this is the process. They are located right now in Central America. There's large amount of quantities that they are awaiting. It's not just one caravan. There's a large amount of quantities. It's like there's more than 5,000 to 6,000 waiting in Tapachula. That is the border that connects to Guatemala. There's another almost 9,000 to 10,000 in Guatemala. There's caravans that they're being formed in San Pedro Sula. So it's a lot of caravans that they're being formed. And, you know, ultimately the purpose is to go to the United States of America, but they need to cross first to Mexico. So when they get to Mexico, and if they see the difficulty of situation, how it is to migrate because they're being lied to, they will ultimately understand that their purpose is, you know, their dream has been completely torn apart. So sometimes they stay over here, or sometimes their dream is to go to the United States of America. God bless you all. It was an incredible live feed. Thank you so much for joining the show. God bless you. Thank you so much. Follow my partner, Real Anthony Agüero. Also, you can follow Border Network News. You can follow him at Orbeez, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and also Parler. You can follow him in that. You can follow me at Facebook as Oscar L. Blue. Also, subscribe to my channel at YouTube as Oscar L. Blue. And also, you can become a member to receive exclusive videos. Thank you so much. God bless you all. Have a wonderful, wonderful Sunday. I'm about to go, eat some tacos or something like that to enjoy my weekend. Thanks so much. God bless you all. Stay safe. And like we always say, peace and love, everybody, because always your country's first. God bless.